So welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're going to be doing a different setup. I'm going to be talking on my laptop about FUBO and the reasons why I like FUBO and why I've been buying FUBO. And to be honest with you, I've also been averaging up on FUBO stock itself. So yeah, everyone obviously in the premium Discord knows that I've been buying up FUBO, and I might be buying more shares as well, as the merger has happened with Hulu. So that does change the game massively with FUBO for sure. So yeah, if you want to stay tuned and listen to why I've bought more shares and why I like FUBO, then stick around into this video and you will see why I've been buying FUBO. If you do want a free fractional share worth up to £100 on Trading 2 on 2, then click the link in my description or use my code BEN on the promo code section and you'll get yourself a free fractional share worth up to £100 on Trading 2 on 2. So this is a little business summary, and this is a site called physicalai.ai that I use. So link in the description and you'll be able to get 15% off your subscription if you use the link in the description. But Physical AI is honestly unreal. It gives you summaries of what the company is and loads of different financials as well that you can go through. I use it on my live streams all the time, to be honest. So yeah, definitely recommend. And then obviously I use loads of other different research and go through loads of different spaces like Twitter, Google, ChatGPT, investor relations on the company I'm looking at. So I've also put some stuff on a slide that I would also go through with you as well. But yeah, the business summary of FUBO TV operates as a live TV streaming platform following a business combination with Disney Hulu Plus Live TV. FUBO has become one of the largest live TV streaming services in America. The company ended Q3 2025 with 1.63 million paid subscribers in North America. The company offers a range of programming options, including the sports and entertainment content from both FUBO and Hulu Plus Live TV. Its products include the FUBO Sports Skinny Bundle and expanded pay-per-view offering. The company aims to provide consumers with flexible programming choices and bundles. FUBO generates revenue through subscriptions and advertising. In Q3 2025, the company reported $369 million in total revenue and achieved positive adjusted EBITDA for the second consecutive quarter. The company is focused on initiatives like programming efficiencies, ad tech improvements, and marketing at scale to drive subscriber growth and profitability. And that's one thing with FUBO, and I've kept saying in my portfolio update videos, is they're really focused on becoming profitable, and that was the key factor. They weren't heavily going into advertising and trying to grow the membership too much. They're going down the route of being profitable. But now obviously this Hulu deal has come through. They can use Disney as a massive advertisement platform. Disney will be able to advertise and funnel people through to FUBO, and also FUBO gets part of Hulu's revenues as well and customer base. So FUBO also recently had their earnings come out and they managed to beat expectations by 33%. So they managed to get, well, losing 6 cents per share EPS instead of minus 9 cents. So that's positive. And their revenue beat by 4%. They were expected 361 million and their numbers here were 377 million in revenue. So the next thing I want to touch on is this NewCo projections before the merger happened. So they put out these projections of what shareholders can expect. So I ended up getting these numbers, and obviously they were very conservative with this. And as you can see, the original presentation, they said it would be 10% revenue growth, but they ended up giving a conservative number for the revenue growth. So with the NewCo projections, I ended up using ChatGPT and putting in obviously what they put as the NewCo projections, and it came out as, if you had a P of 30 and the implied share, let's say the shares will be 1.13 billion roughly. And how I got to that number is this, as you can pause if you want to. There's another way you could calculate it as well, but 1.13 billion shares. And it came out as this. So this year, 2025, obviously it's about $4 at the moment, $2.40. It's not good. But then when you look into 2026 and beyond, it starts looking like a really good entry price. Obviously, this is not financial advice. This is just off the numbers and what I've had a look at, as this could go wrong. It might not happen. You've always got to factor that in. And then if you look at this, the skinny bundle came out as well, 2nd of September, $45.99 for the first month. And then it's standard of $55.99 to get more people into their sports services with a skinny bundle, so making it a bit more affordable for people. I will play a video now with some key points from David Gandler, the CEO, and you can have a look and see what you think of this video as well. He's put some really nice points in.
Yeah, well, look, I think what we want to do is we want to drive profitable scale. This is an area where I think we've been focused on. FUBO standalone results that we shared yesterday were extremely strong. And when you combine Hulu Live and the Disney ecosystem, it really amplifies these results. Unfortunately, we don't have our pro forma numbers yet. We anticipate that we'll have those in the coming months. And when we release them, people will be able to see, the opportunity ahead. But it's a really unprecedented opportunity for a company like FUBO that has really differentiated itself, focusing on sports. Now we have more shelf space, if you will, in this complicated streaming ecosystem. We have a much larger complete bundle in the form of Hulu Live, which is really focused more on entertainment. We have the somewhat skinnier bundle of FUBO and FUBO Sports, even skinnier, and also our standalone offerings through the FUBO Channel Store, which is similar to the Amazon, Prime Channels product. So we have a plethora of products that we can offer consumers at different price points, and that has clearly started to work in the third quarter, and we think that could continue into the fourth quarter.
So with you saying scaling profitability is important, what are some of the key milestones or metrics that you would like for FUBO to hit in the next 6 to 12 months to give investors confidence that that's happening?
Well, I think what you're already seeing is 2 consecutive quarters of adjusted EBITDA. We had our investor day in 2022. And Marley, I think you would agree that it's been a very complicated media ecosystem over the last 3 or 4 years. And for us to be able to achieve the results that we've achieved in 2025, as we said we would in 2022, not knowing many of the things that have happened, such as Netflix picking up sports rights. I think we've done a tremendous job being able to achieve strong results. But I think we'll be continuing to focus on the same things. It's really about subscriber growth. It's about expanding our gross margins and focusing on net income and free cash flow over the next 12 months. And at the same time, it's going to be revenue growth, and some new areas that we'll be focused on, given Disney's scale globally, is our international business, which we've really been focused on developing a lot of the tech stack to be able to allow us to scale efficiently in markets that we think that there'll be pretty good opportunities.
So here again, David Gandler, we closed the transaction on Wednesday and we are actively working through the pro forma financials. We absolutely empathize with the importance of getting these projections out in short order. Please stay tuned. We'll share them as soon as they are finalized. So obviously in the next 2 months, maybe earlier, we'll get these new financials and new projections, and there'll be solid projections and guidance of what it can mean for now, the merger being with Hulu, so we can get more numbers and I can change this to be more true to what now the projections are going to be. So we'll have to wait for those, but I'm sure it'd be probably better than this. This is another thing that I saw. So Disney will be taking over the advertising sales, and we expect that as we collaborate and integrate our inventory into Disney's ecosystem and ad server, we should see pretty strong results relative to where we are today. So we are very excited about that. And then this is another thing. Obviously, Disney had a deal at the time with YouTube TV, having ESPN and all those type of channels, so some of the sports channels that Disney let YouTube TV have, but now they haven't. They've pulled that away, and a lot of people have been cancelling YouTube TV. As I did a little Google search trends, and you can see here when people search and cancel YouTube TV, FUBO TV spiked, which is interesting. And then on the top chart, FUBO is number 1 also. in the top charts. So that's really good and positive to see. And obviously their recent earnings were positive. David Gandler was very, very enthusiastic in the latest earnings calls, loads more than the previous one. So I think he knows what's to come. I think he's really excited, and I think it's going to be huge. I do. And I do want to buy more shares of FUBO. Obviously, it's in my ISA account. I've only got a certain amount left in cash, but yeah, I'm trying to buy up some more if I can. And obviously, like I say, there's always risk to stocks and things are not confirmed, but I think a lot of information that I've come across, it all lines up that this share price right now at $4 to me seems like a steal in some ways with FUBO. Obviously, I was buying in at like $1.70 at the time. I've averaged up, and now my average is $2.50. But so I've got a bit of safety of margin there. But I think, yeah, FUBO's there. And then as you can see, Hulu's number 8 as well. So hopefully you did enjoy this video. And if you did, hit that like button, because I'll do more of these type of videos if you do enjoy them. And I can do some breakdowns and just show you what I come across with information. I chuck it on a slide deck. And also I use physical AI, like I said in the video. So I use a bunch of different things to kind of gather a whole load of different information and just chuck it all down. And sometimes I do keep stuff in my head which isn't good, and I'm trying to get better at just putting stuff down. And then also I can remember it more and look back at all the different research that I've come across. But yeah, I think FUBO is a stock that I really, really like, and something that we've been buying up. So yeah, hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you do want to see, I do chuck a lot of information in the Discord group, link in the description. It's the premium Patreon one, £5 a month, and I show you what share price I end up buying into stocks like FUBO and how many shares. So if you're interested, link in the description.